So today what we are going to do is a simple African Cup of Nations trophy modeling. All right. So to do that, first let's select a star spline and rotate it on Y, which is something like 90 degrees. Then let's give it a 16 bits point. Okay, 16 bits points. And an outer radius of something like 100, then an inner radius of something like 86 or so. All right, so we have something like this. Okay, now let's duplicate the spline. We hold the control, then click and drag. All right, so let's off this one so that it will be left with this one. Now let's bring out a circle spline. Okay, right, it's too big. Okay, let's make it something like 100 centimeters. Okay, now let me go to its coordinates. Then let me see X. Let me stand on X and give it something like 0.13. Then Y, let me see 2.45. Yeah, 45 is okay. Then a Z, let me leave the Z like that. All right, now let's go and select a sweep nerve. Okay, now let's select the circle and the spline, then drop them inside the sweep nerve. Okay, all right, so now we have something like this. Okay, now let's group this. So let's go to create on the menu bar, then select null objects, then place them inside the null objects. Okay, so from here the next thing to do is to use a bulge deformer. So now let's go and select a bulge deformer. Now let's drop it inside the null objects. All right, now let's come to the size, the bulge deformer size. That's 250. Then let's see this one. Let's make it something like 426. Okay, or let's see the height will be longer. So let's increase its strength and see. Let's go a minus figure. Okay, not bad. Okay, let me see, let me make it something like minus 56 and see. Let me pull this one down. Hey, let me make this in unlimited. Okay, now let me pull it down a bit and see what we have. Yeah, not bad. I'll make it minus 60. Minus 60. All right, so the next thing to do is to bring us a sphere. So let's pull it upwards, then scale it. Let's increase the radius. Okay, so that will be the globe on top of the African trophy. Let me see this one. That will be the globe. Okay, now the second star, this is where it comes in need. So let's put the second star up. Okay, then bring out looped nerve. Bring out looped nerve. Okay, then drop it inside the looped nerve. Now let's scale it up. So let's come to the coordinate and scale the looped, something like 2, 2, 2. Okay, it's too big, so let's scale it up down again. Let me see, something like 65, 1.65. Let me see this one too, 1.65. Let me put it up a bit. Okay, let me make it 1.64, 1.64. And let's leave it like this. Maybe later on we adjust it. Okay, now let me come to the sphere again. The sphere radius segment, the radius is okay. So let's increase the segment so that the globe will be smoother. Okay, so we have something like this, right? So now I don't want to waste much time. So the simplest form of, you see let me see, you see this 16 balls around it, all right? It's in the form of a ball, a soccer ball, check kind of soccer ball. So I don't want to waste time modeling those kind of things. So let's go and just download an OBJ one from the net and use, okay? So now let's open the internet, then go to free 3D. So then download soccer ball free 3D. Okay, so we select this one, then download. Okay, all right. Okay, so after downloading it, we will come here where it is. Then so let's drag and drop the OBJ file into our project here. It will open a new window. So this is the ball. Okay, so we take it out of the rest, then delete the rest. Then here is transparent, we just delete it. So it will be left with the ball, and the size is small, so let's increase it to something like 10. Okay, let me just freeze all. So let me just copy this and go back to my project, then paste it here. Okay, so here it is. The size is still too small, so let me make it 5 so that, let me see, 5 is too big. Okay, 3 is okay. So we have this. All right, now let's bring just bring in an array, then drop the solid into it. Okay, then give it a radius of something like 140, then a copy of let me see, 15 plus the one that it will add, making it 16. All right, so let's pull it up, position it somewhere there. Okay, so now I think now we have finished arranging the top. Let me pull the sphere up a bit. Let me see. Okay, it should come up a bit more. Okay, so this is the top. Now let's create the bed. The bed, that's the middle here. Okay, so let me see the bulge. Looks like the bulge should go in a bit more. Try to curve more in. Okay, so now let's go and bring the tube and reduce the outer layer, outer radius rather. Okay, then reduce the height somewhere like this is good. Let's bring it down a bit more. Okay, the height, let me go 52. Okay, reduce its outer radius a bit more, then give it a fillet so it to be more rounded. Okay, then height rotation segment, the rotation segment, let's increase it. Okay, so we have something like this. This is too sharp. Let me see, let me just reduce it a bit so that the edge will be smoother. Was reduce the height. Okay, I think this is okay. It's okay. It's okay. So now let's do the bottom. Okay, so now to do the bottom, let's bring out some cylinders, something like 3 cylinders. Let's arrange 3 cylinders. So we have here cylinder 1. Let me bring it down. Then radius to be, add 1 to it to make it 150. Okay, 150. Reduce it. Let me reduce it to something like, okay, it's enough. Then the heights, and make the heights I think 50 centimeters, 50 centimeters is too short. Let me make it rather 60. Then bring it up. Okay, 60, then bring it up. Then duplicate it. Okay, bring it down again. Then duplicate again. Bring it down again. But this one, the last one should be, the height should be something like a bit smaller. So something like this is okay. Lay it under like this. Then we come to the middle here, duplicate it, then bring it to the middle, then reduce the outer radius a bit so that it go in a little bit. Okay, so after doing this, let's select the 3 cylinders. Okay, then go to, or just come to objects and group them. All right, so from here, let's select something like tapper. Let's go and select tapper. Where is the tapper? So this is the tapper. Let's drop it inside the null objects. Okay, let's bring the tapper downwards. Then increase the strength of the tapper. You see what's happening? Okay, I think I'll have to increase the size of this cylinders a bit. So let me see. The first one, the one on top, let me increase the outer radius. This one is okay. Second one, okay. Now the middle one, let me just pull it out. So we have something like this. Beautiful. So we kind of have our African trophy, World Cup trophy. Okay. So this is it. Let's see what we have here. This one is a bit flatter at the bottom here. I wonder if that's the right one. So, ain't nothing wrong with it. So we can still reduce it if you want. So let's see. The top one, let me see. You can still reduce the heights. So now let me bring this one up. So you have this. The outer radius is 140. Let me see. This one too. This one too should be 140. So that will match it. Let me see. So on the outer radius, make it a little bit. The rotation segments, make it 136. So that it will be smoother. That's why 136. 136. 136. This one to the same thing. So that will be smoother. Okay, the last cylinder, let me put it up. That's also 140. So let me just put it up. Okay, then the height, let me make it 5. Okay, so I think I'll leave it like this. Like this is okay. Okay, let me bring the tapper downwards a bit. A bit too much. And let me see. Okay, now what again? Let me see. The cover, so that's the loops. Let me pull it up. Let me adjust it just a bit, bits and bits. Okay, so let me see. 1. Okay, so now we can bring the array up, also up a bit, or bring the globe to up a bit more. So we have this. So now we have our cup. Okay, let me see. All right, not bad. So this is our African trophy, and our African World Cup trophy. A simple model of it. Okay, so with this, let me group the entire thing. Okay, all right. Let me just group the entire thing. Let me name it cap. Now let me bring it upwards. Okay, so it will land on the mesh here. So this comes to the end of the African trophy modeling. In our part 2, we do material application. So kindly subscribe, like, and comment for more.